The lament configuration is rooted in gifts of pain and pleasure, and I can definitely say I am in pain after this recent match. I am very sad to see an iconic horror license leaving DBD. However, if there is one thing I definitely will not miss about Pinhead disappearing, it is the amount of matches where other survivors cannot solve the damn box. The lament configuration is one of the only built-in objectives to a killer's power that naturally slows down gen speeds and chases, and the amount of times I have witnessed survivors who fail at coordinating a pickup of the box to solve it is quite high. Now, if you're in a Swift consistently or get very lucky with solo queue teammates, this issue probably isn't that prominent for you. However, I'm willing to bet that anybody who has played with any solo queue teammates against a Pinhead has likely encountered this box issue before. I personally have no problems with the puzzle box as an additional objective, as it gives survivors something else to do. But for such a simple objective, and one that can result in more chases with the killer, it is often forgotten or ignored a fair amount, in my view. I think the worst part is that the punishment for not picking up the box is extended to the whole team. So even if you're being chased actively by the killer, and your team doesn't pick up the box while you're being chased, you get punished for it because the chain hunt will start. Or if you are stuck on the hook, you get to watch your team run around, not picking up the box, but doing other things. If you get unhooked and then the chain hunt starts, you're punished for that. My main takeaway on the whole lament configuration and using it as a side objective is that for all of the outcry and pleading to have additional or new objectives besides generators, I have such a low amount of faith that survivors could actually balance having multiple ongoing objectives at the same time in the current state of the game. Personally, I would not be opposed to having another objective to do besides generators. It's just in this current state of the game, I don't think survivors would be able to juggle having multiple objectives to do. I think it would turn into a clown show in most matches. And, maybe with time, my opinion would change on this, but I just don't see it in the cards as of right now. I also just realized as the amount of Pinhead matches go down with time, the amount of survivors who won't know how to go against Pinhead and solve the box is actually just going to go up. Oh well. Now returning to the match that was painful to experience. This match was basically a tug of war between me and the other two survivors not named Detective Tap. And it was basically just trying to go get the puzzle box, solve it, go do a generator, but then also trying to balance being chased, rescuing the other survivor that was hooked, and then also trying to still do generators. And we just kept cycling through trying to grab the puzzle box, but this Tap would never go for the puzzle box ever. So anytime I assumed he was going to go for it because the other two and myself were coordinating a save or being chased, he just never went for it. So it created a situation where we were just trying to sacrifice ourselves in the process of trying to grab the box every time. Not every time, but a couple times at least. It made the match go in the wrong direction. So yeah, we were doing a 3-gen situation here, and again, just trying to bounce around and, trying to figure out like what to do. I eventually here go for the puzzle box because I'm like, okay, let's just get this out of the way. We were getting really close to getting one of the generators done at least, so that was a plus. But it was definitely, I was a little bit nervous that it wasn't going to go our way for a little bit. And then, yes, you see, I pick up the box, and then now I'm in a chase. So I'm kind of stuck, because if I don't get out of this chase soon, I'm going to just be stuck with an active chain hunt for the rest of the match. And I'm death hooked, so thankfully the last generator does get done, so it activates my hope. And I will once again, hopefully, evade the killer. And I basically have no plan here because between being oblivious and the active chain hunt that's about to start, I'm just trying to run around, stall until an exit gate opens. Now if you see, the Tap was starting to open the exit gate over there, but then he randomly just stopped for some reason that I still don't know to this moment of recording. I am watching this footage back over and over, and I'm like, I don't get why he stopped opening the exit gate. The killer was on me, and I even had no terror radius. I just don't understand what was going through his head. Regardless, though, Hope, I think, is the biggest savior in this end game, because without it, I most likely would have went down like 30 seconds ago. Even with all these chains, like I still don't know how I made it to this exit gate. I genuinely hope is the only reason. And I still barely make it. I made it like literally to the end of the exit gate before I got hit. At least I escaped. That's all that matters. Thanks for watching.